All right, so this is a interesting interaction here, and shout out to the Discord at Discordia Bro and Zurkov. I hope I said that right. For helping me understand how this interaction works better, and it's very similar to the Magus of the Moon and Prison of the Moon video that I made. But before I explain how this interaction works, I'd like to give a brief explanation of the layers just so we can understand kind of how things are being applied and how it works. So there are 7 different layers, and I'm not going to go through what each one does, but they all handle a different aspect of a continuous effect. And every effect is going to pass through the layers and try to apply their effects on their corresponding layers. And if things change in the middle of checking that, it's not going to go back and then try to fix it. Otherwise, we could have the layer continuously, infinitely looping itself and never giving you a result. So that's why it passes through once, gives you the result, and then if there's any changes later on, we can go through and check and fix the layers that way. So the way that I like to think about it is that you have a hose, and it's shooting the stream in one direction, and it's always going in that direction, and then we have filters, which are the layers that can change things about that stream, and they'll continue to apply things on later streams, even if it gets changed. The stream's not going to go back and try to fix itself. Arixmethes and Toxicrene, we're going to see that Arixmethes applies on layer 4, Toxicrene applies on layer 6 where it removes it, and on layer 4, Arixmethes has the slumber counters on it that makes it a land, and so we'll apply that effect here. And then on layer 6, Toxicrene will remove all abilities from the lands, which also removes it to be a land. But remember, the stream doesn't go back and try to fix that. It's not going to see Arixmethes, oh, it's not a land anymore. We gotta fix this. It's just going to keep continuing streaming down and applying both of these effects here. So it's going to be a land with no abilities that can tap for any color because of Toxicrene. When the slumber counter, if the slumber counters are removed, it doesn't have the ability to do it to itself, the Arixmethes. But if you use like a Vampire Hexmage to remove the slumber counters, it will now check on, when we go back to check through the stream's going to keep flowing the water. It's going to see, oh, there's no more slumber counters here. This is just a regular creature now. So it won't filter through that. And then layer 6, it'll see, oh, this is just a regular creature. I don't affect this at all. And it'll continue to stream and just be a regular creature after that. With the slumber counter, it's a land with no abilities except for tap for any color. Without the slumber counters, it's going to be a creature. So that's kind of how it all applies. Hopefully this made sense, and hopefully this helps.